My boss stole my video game idea and presented it as his own. So I let him, right up until my hidden trap made him look like an idiot in front of the entire company. For 6 months, I poured my soul into a game I called Project Nova Flare. My boss, Marcus, a slick corporate visionary, barely glanced at my 100-page design Bible when I showed it to him. He called it ambitious but derivative and told me to focus on my regular work. I was crushed. A month later, I heard Marcus in the main conference room practicing a presentation. He was pitching my game, my characters, my story. On the screen was my game's name, and beneath it, a vision by Marcus Thorne. He was going to steal my dream at the annual shareholders meeting. The rage was white hot. But then, I got a wonderfully devious idea. Marcus was lazy. He wouldn't reread the full design doc. So late that night, I swapped his file with my version 2. It was my Trojan horse. I made a few subtle changes. I altered the main character's motivation from revenge to redemption, which contradicted the entire ending. Then, I embedded a line of flawed code in the text section. It looked impressive, but any real developer would instantly spot it as garbage. My trap was set. The day of the meeting, the room was packed with executives. Marcus took the stage, oozing confidence. He used my words, my passion, and the room was eating it up. He got to the Q&A, beaming. That's when the company's chief technology officer, Ms. Sterling, stood up. "Mr. Thorne," she began, "I'm intrigued by the redemption arc. Can you explain how that balances with the game's tragic, consequence-heavy ending? It seems contradictory." The pin was pulled. Panic flashed in Marcus's eyes. He stammered about the duality of the human condition as the room's excitement turned to awkward confusion. This was my moment. I raised my hand. "Mrs. Sterling, perhaps I can clarify." All eyes turned to me as I walked to the front. I explained the original revenge motivation and how the redemption arc was a deliberately flawed concept. Marcus sputtered, "He's just a junior developer." I smiled, because I wrote it. I then directed everyone to a public website where my original time-stamped document was now live for the world to see. Checkmate. The fallout was spectacular. Marcus was fired before the meeting even ended. The next morning, the CTO called me into her office. The board wasn't just greenlighting Project Nova Flare with a multi-million-dollar budget. They were promoting me to project lead. Marcus tried to steal my dream. Instead, I took his career and made my dream a reality.